This is Tesla's official new plaid steering wheel. We have like the first one in existence.
Fancy.
Yes, on these, they are super cool.
Oh, love it. Weird feeling, you just don't get over that. Look at me. If I can do this, you guys can too. Today we'll remove our previous Model 3 instrument cluster and start with Tesla's factory dash for the 3-in-Y. I'll show you another super simple 30-minute DIY of some of the most advanced Tesla-tailored smart instrument clusters on the market, giving you touchscreen access to things like Apple CarPlay, Waze, a better route planner, and so much more. So let's get started. Well, it better take 30 minutes because we have to be back to pick up our daughter from preschool, so we are literally on a time crunch while we do this.
If you wait like 10 seconds, we have a little toolkit that we developed so people don't ruin their fingernails. And
I like that.
I forgot to mention that. So when you order the dash, this is just an option that adds on to the order, and this has all the proper tools for taking the trim apart and whatever little screwdrivers and things you need to put the dash in.
Oh, perfect.
If you want like the total integrated Tesla OEM look, the Pro Dash is the way to go. If you're seeking CarPlay or Android Auto, this is going to be the way to go. And if you want the minimalist approach that stays totally out of the air conditioning and everything, this is going to be the one.
All right, so here we go. All right, and then the other side. So again, on this side, you would just pop this piece off right here. We've already done it since we're starting kind of in between right here. And then this piece right here comes off, right?
Correct.
Okay, so.
Pull that out.
All right. Open glove box. Okay. There you go. Up and out. And that's really the first step for any one of these mods you're gonna do. The 30-minute DIY is a completely plug-and-play install that fits the existing mounting points on your dash, so there's no cutting, no drilling, or special wiring. Our previous Model 3 dash had the MSX Pro as it transforms Model 3-in-Y's empty dash to almost exactly what the S and X offer. It's minimalist and completely OEM looking, fitting Tesla's design language.
It's modeled literally after a Model S or an X dash. That's going to give you basic information, speedometer, tire pressure, battery charge, light indicators, turn signals, but that's it. It's not infotainment. This one is not the design language of an S or an X. It's more of like its own screen, but this is very powerful from an infotainment perspective. So you get all of the functionality of the Pro Dash, and then you add CarPlay, Android Auto, which is going to let you have navigation of your choice, music of your choice, regular apps. This is a touch screen. It's highly configurable. So like if you're a techie and you want it all, this is the path to go. If you are like a traditionalist for Tesla and you want it to look OEM, that's the way to go.
Okay. I want this one. It's an almost 10-inch full-color HD display that really is a techie's dream come true. You get the basics like your speedometer, clock, turn signal, tire pressure, and your range in both miles and percentage. But you also get very Model S and X specific features right in front of you that add things like navigation map, directions, speed limit indicator, and it even syncs with autopilot. So when the dreaded blue flash happens, you see it right in front of you.
If you come straight down, you can see like it fits into these little grooves on the factory dash. So you have the option of positioning it. We put it in the middle, like centered up with the steering wheel, but people could have it, you know, a little to the left, a little to the right. It's just personal preference.
About 26 slots over lines up with your Model Y, and about 23 slots gets you centered in the Model 3.
You'll fish this through the slots.
Okay.
And use these little screws to bolt it in place.
Okay. 1, 2,
And don't
3,
count
4.
from the top because it is different.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you start
One.
Pro tip.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you get the first piece, then you know.
Yep.
And then each piece just goes through.
Yep. Put that right next to the road.
Just working one at a time over, right?
It's like I'm sewing.
Yep.
Okay. I'm just threading them all in. Okay, so then the next one though, because there's like a little bit of a break in the grooves,
Yep,
I have to kind of skip a few. Okay. Go ahead and pop them all the way in.
Fish those plastic tabs through. I think you got it.
Is that it?
Yeah, right there. See how you can see them?
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Yep, put that on. Fish the wires through that.
Okay.
See, these holes will line up with all these.
Okay, yeah.
Keep the wires. Try to put the wires through in the same order. Yeah.
No, this one goes in the middle. Okay. I see. All right. Okay. So now.
Grab your little screws, tighten them all down, just get them all kind of started.
Okay.
And a few turns in.
I'm gonna go ahead and just lay it in here so I can make sure that the centering is how I like it before I'm fully committed.
The edge, this edge here should be, yeah, this edge
Okay.
like lines up right there.
I feel like that's it.
That's it?
That's it. So that was 23 notches. Now, it's different on a Model Y and it might be different on your Model 3, so definitely test it out before you like fully commit. So I'm gonna use this handy little tool here to pop out these push pins and get in here. There we go. There's the last one. I'm almost done actually.
On this light, there's going to be a little tab at the end of the plug. You can push this down with your finger and then pull it out. And then on this speaker here, this one will just pull straight out. Alright, now we can get this out of our way.
Wait, is this the other end of this?
Yes. It's called a daisy chain. We're just jumping in line. So the factory wire pulls out, we push in, and then the factory Tesla wire pushes in there.
Okay.
Then we'll snake this up to the new dashboard, and these wires just connect to the ones that are on the back side of the unit.
Okay.
So they just plug in. There's no actual
Yeah.
wiring.
Okay. So this is the part.
That's
This
the part
is
that goes to the car.
and it's
yeah.
sort of awkward because you're in that like underneath position.
Yes. So the way these go together, this is the harness that you put in the car, and this is the one that Kim ran through the dash. So when this is in the car, we're just going to rotate this. You can kind of see this arrow right there and an arrow right there. Those will line up. So if you put them in and you just rotate it, you'll find the spot. It only goes in one way, so you rotate it and then it pushes together. If you put it in there and just kind of hold them together and rotate it, you'll feel it like fall in. Oh, you got it right.
There
off the
is
bat.
a little, like,
yeah. So push it a
arrow.
little further till it clicks. Mm-hmm. Keep going. There you go. See how the arrow went
Yeah.
in? Yeah, that's all the way in.
Yeah, if I line up the little arrows, it seems to work pretty well. It's also a very good habit to go into your safety tab and power off the center screen.
This goes into the Tesla.
Okay.
Okay, and the Tesla wire goes into this.
There's that one, and then this plugs into the Tesla. You forgot that I'm like a pro now. Oh, this thing keeps on, like, you might notice this thing will like pop back on. It's not super important, but so let's start with the red. We're just gonna match colors and arrows right now. Let's see, there we go. So there's that. There's that. Next we have yellow. And then black.
We're going to tuck them up. We're going to tighten them with zip ties and get them all out of
Okay.
the way. And then you're going to run them across the front of the dash. So this dash has its own GPS as well, which is great because if you have any issues with the Tesla one, you've got a secondary GPS.
That's amazing.
Take the next zip tie. I
Alright.
usually fold the end up, makes it a little easier, like that.
Okay.
And then you can stick it in here, like this, and just loop it through, okay?
Alright.
Then you're gonna take this bundle, pull it over, grab your zip tie around it.
Alright. So you guys might notice that the dash turned on because we connected the wires. That's totally fine. That's okay. It's supposed to happen. The screen up here is even on. So That is why that's happening, in case you're wondering. When you're doing this, it's pretty easy. You just want to make sure it's not down here, it's not up here. It just kind of needs to be tucked in this little cavity here. So, you know, you can skip a couple of these as long as it stays in here. That's all you're really trying to do.
Family doing a side hustle, doing installations.
Right.
This is your GPS that's part of the MSX CarPlay Dash. The best thing to do is to put it in the center of the vehicle facing up, so you have the best GPS signal. And we've got to find a place inside the dash where we can put it, where it's clear for the dash to bolt back on and doesn't get in the way. So on your Tesla, right in here, there's a nice flat spot. Works perfect. We can run the wire out the side.
So is that it? I feel like everything is pretty much connected at this point.
Yep. So you can see like where you tuck the wire in on the bottom of the dash. This is great. It's out of the way. We're going to run these out the side. The wires are all going to come out this little gap right here.
Okay. So should I just kind of push them in there for now?
They just generally have to be there. And now we're going to take the dash and pick it up from the middle. Pick it up and you're going to rotate it.
Oh, because it has to
Remember, you got to slide it up in there.
So you may have to make a couple revisions with the wires in order for the dash to be able to snap into all the little clips. But this is, after, you know, playing with it a little bit, this is what we've come up with. This works really well. So if you have trouble, go back to this video, take a look at how we did this, and it might be helpful for you.
And then as you rotate it, like now it's popped down. And
now it's just kind of putting everything back together.
You're going to route them basically where they don't get in the way of the covers, which is a little bit of like looping it down and in like this.
Okay.
And then you can pull that under and we'll deal with it on the bottom side. Like in this, see how this is like a cavity?
Yeah.
And then tuck it. Yep, there you go. Pull it out the bottom, like underneath the glove box.
Use one of these. There we go.
When you go to put your covers on, if the covers don't snap in place, then you know you've got to route it a little bit different. Once the cover goes in there, you're good to go. Yep, line up these tabs, push it in real hard. Good to go.
That's it.
You're going to go back up underneath here and just tuck all the wires behind this panel here to get them out of the way.
Let me show this. So I'm leaving this one little wire out because I'm going to need that for the light. Everything else I'm just tucking right up. There's that. And then the speaker one should just, there we go. This should just pop back up. There we go. Plastic push pins. Hopefully they're still there. And then the screws. All right. So those, you can kind of get them in like that. And then just push them in. And there we go. I think that's it. Okay.
Okay, got it.
I got it.
Did you get the screws back in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that was it.
Awesome.
It's like once you like get it in, it just like feels good. Like you're like, all right, this is how it's supposed to go.
Same with the dash. Like once it's in, it feels right.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's kind of crooked or not.
Yeah,
Don't
it's kind
force
of
it.
exactly. It's sort of like when you're like putting a puzzle together.
Yeah.
And you know you have a piece where it doesn't quite fit, and you're trying to shove it in. You're like, okay, this piece you can kind of make it work, but it should be smooth.
Yes.
When it fits, it fits.
Yes.
So we just finished the install. We're going to show you guys some of the cool features in the UI of this. So we have Apple CarPlay, we have Waze, we have PlugShare, we have a better route planner, Android Auto, so many cool things inside of here.
Okay, you ready?
Yes, let's do this.
Okay, go to car settings, click on network. Okay, that's correct. It should be WLAN. And go hit the back button. Go to Bluetooth. Let's scroll down to your phone. Click on the little gear on the right. Okay, make sure internet access. Make sure that's on. It is on. And let's do a reboot now that everything is confirmed, set up. So, oh, by the way, you can hit the home button right there. Okay. Car settings. Scroll reboot. Perfect. So when it reboots, it'll connect to your phone. Your phone is approved for internet access, and then we can activate CarPlay. Make sure you have a good internet signal when you're doing this. All right, go back to CarPlay. And the first time this turns on, it's going to connect to the internet, and there you go, successful activation. And then it's going to have your phone ready and unlocked because it's going to ask for permission on your phone. You're up and running. So
all right.
You picked music on your phone, you hit play, you don't hear anything, that's normal. The first time is you want to turn the radio off and on with the Tesla. So go ahead and push the ball down, push it again. Okay, so that basically sent the signal to your phone to tell your phone that the car is controlling the radio and that's where the music should go.
Love it. Now I feel like I want to have a party.
So you're basically set up now in CarPlay. You have all the benefit. You can go to your phone, you can turn on Waze, you can put in the address.
Where do I want to go? I'm navigating to where I am. We're headed to T-Sport Line view routes. It's gonna be
You're all set. Drive safely. You've arrived at your destination.
Perfect.
I'm already here.
It's that simple.
That's awesome though.
Okay, so back to a few more personalizations on the screen. Let's go back. Like I said, if you scroll down, you can go to the home button. This will show you what all is running from an app perspective. You can take screenshots if you want. But what, for personalization perspective, if you hold down there, you can pick a background. So like, all right, there you go.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Let's say we want CarPlay to be the default.
Okay.
You're good to go.
I'm good. All right. I am so excited about this. This is something that I have wanted in the Model 3. Actually, I want CarPlay in my Model X too. But to be able to have all this in a Model 3 or a Model Y is pretty amazing. So I can also go to all my applications. Look at this. And it has it right in here with touchscreen, and you can download more inside of here as well.
And pretty much with like Apple CarPlay, if it's on your phone, you can bring it up in here. So like, I think you might have ChargePoint on your phone.
Yeah.
Let's take a look at that. If you go on the screen over here, see this little button? You can bring up your apps on your phone. So here you go. I can bring it up here. See this, Kim? If you touch it up here,
okay.
Then you've got PlugShare. Let's say you want to toggle Siri. You have Siri on your phone.
Yeah.
You can hold down right there and get Siri.
How do you monetize shorts on YouTube?
Sorry, I can't help you with that while you're in the car.
I know. I definitely need some help on that one.
Well, you're going to have a lot of fun
Okay.
here with all of your connectivity.
Thank you. I'm
really
so
updated this Model 3.
excited. I am so excited. And we have all kinds of goodies coming for this Model 3. It is going to look like the refresh of the refresh. So make sure you guys are subscribed. You're not going to want to miss this. Alright guys, if you made it this far, you must have enjoyed this video, so please drop a like and be sure you're subscribed. Check out the links below for everything we featured in this video, and if you do end up placing an order at T-Sportline, use code KIMJAVA on any orders over $50 and get a free sexy tumbler with your order. Just add the tumbler to your cart first. Next time on Kim Java. Look at me. If I can do this, you guys can too. Oh my goodness. It reminds me of the Rivian roof crack.